All right, so I'm here interviewing Matt Thompson of Madison Social. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna start off by asking you, what is your professional background?
I'm a marketing guy at heart, so I'm kind of a rare breed of marketing person. Number one, I've done brand side marketing, I've done entrepreneur side, I've done agency side, I've helped with nonprofits, and then academia. So I teach as well. So you put it all together, I have a pretty eclectic background.
Okay. What made you decide to start Madison Social?
So my partner and I were like best friends in college, and so he owned the alumni bar up in New York City, and so it's called the Saloon. It's more of a neighborhood bar feel than like Madison Social is, and so the boosters who own College Town approached him with the opportunity to be able to do the anchor location, and so that was 2011. And so 2012 or so, he pitched the concept, and about a month later, he asked me if I'd like to be his local partner. And I was looking to diversify, and I've always wanted to build my own thing. I've done consulting and all this. I've had my own businesses. It's just I was ready to do my own thing, and so therefore that's how it all came about.
So you said your business partner now was your former college roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So
good friend. We never lived together, but yeah.
Best friend. Okay.
Yeah.
So what to decide? We should go into business together.
They say that one of the pieces of advice you might have heard before is when you get a partner, it's like a marriage. Like make sure that you want to be married to this person for a long time. And him and I have always gotten along, and it works out because he's an operations guy, and I'm not. I'm a marketing guy, so I kind of see it as a handoff. I'm about driving people in the door. He's about once they hit the door, it's the design, the decor, the people, the training, the process. Is all that moving fluidly and smoothly to make sure the guest has the best possible experience? Because it does me no good to sit here and drive people in the door if we shit the bed, as soon as you come in.
Yeah. So, how would you describe your target market here at Madison Social? I know it's like next to the college campus, so would you say it's maybe college oriented or?
We are 35% college students. We really go after young professional and professional more. Not that I don't love college students, don't get me wrong. It's just, number one, you want to build a place where everybody feels comfortable, right? I mean, that's key. And I think one of the things that I love about Madison Social is that, you're 21, you could be sitting next to a 50-year-old guy watching a game or whatever the case may be, and you both feel comfortable where you are. That comes from people. You got to have the right people. The marketing mix, I don't know if you've ever learned anything about the marketing mix, is traditionally product, price, place, promotion. Product, price, place, promotion. I think the fifth P of marketing, people, is without a doubt probably the most important. Because you can have the best product, the best service, the greatest price and everything else, but when you walk in that door, if our hostess is leaning against the column, chewing gum and on her phone, it doesn't really matter how good it is. It comes down to the people.
As your clientele, would that change your approach in business or perhaps your attitude to?
Well, I think a lot of times, a lot of businesses around here, number one, they treat college students like college students, like children, right? And they kind of cater to maybe the lowest common denominator. We don't believe that. I believe that college students are an integral part of our business, but I'm here to elevate your experience. Somebody told me one time, a college student said to me, he goes, "It's like you're trying to teach us how to be a better drinker." Yes, 100%.
It's a social drinker to you.
Yeah, well, it's not about it's not about drinking out of a plastic cup and having your feet spill on the floor and doing Y bombs every day, right? That's fine. There's plenty of places down here that will give you that experience, but we're not that. And so therefore, we're a little bit more of a chill night of going out. We're having a conversation, you're talking. Now, at 10 o'clock, I don't know if you've ever been here late night, the lights go down, the music go up, but it's still not a club vibe,
It's a little different from concerts,
exactly,
places like that.
In which you have plenty of those experiences. I went to school here. God bless those places. But why would we ever open something and do the same thing that you can get someplace else? That doesn't make sense.
You're from Tallahassee originally, or you went to school here originally.
Yeah.
Did that help you influence coming here to start up your Madison Social, or like what helped you decide to pick College Town as a location?
Well, that would all come from my partner. I mean, we got offered this as the anchor location, and so therefore, I mean, it wasn't like we came together and go, we want to open a restaurant bar. Where are we going to put it? It was more, here's this location. Do we want to do something here? And then you got to believe, are you, can you create a cultural change? And what I mean by that is you're a student. So all those places that you just mentioned, you have habits, right? If you go to the Strip every Thursday or Saturday or whatever it is, you have a habit. And if you're like me, I didn't break my habit when I was a student. So do you believe that you can break the habit enough? Or can you integrate into the habit? Or what's it going to be? And so we felt that we could do that. And then nothing can prepare you with the amount of business that we do on football games. I mean, that is it's like a hurricane. You just batten down the hatches and you're like, holy cow. And we talk a lot about the operating efficiently on the 33 days. And what that means is every home football game weekend and every graduation weekend. Then you operate effectively in 30 to 33 days of the year. And at volume. When I say at volume, a volume that no place in Tallahassee sees.
Recently, you had pint glasses. I've seen you design on social media, sites like Twitter and Instagram. When popular FSU figures such as President Bastian, Jalen Ramsey, you even had a quote from
Mark Ziegler,
my professor. Describe your relationship with the university, or like the professors of the university, perhaps. Do you have any kind of affiliation?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've never been asked that before. First on the Ziegler front and some of the other things. No, I teach at FSU. I teach. In fact, I'll go teach after. As soon as I get done with this, I'll go teach a grad level integrated marketing communication class. I teach ad strategy every once in a while for FSU. I went to Florida State, so yeah, I still have a close ties. Ziegler's a friend. When he goes to New York City, he stays at my partner's apartment.
Was he your former professor?
I never had Ziegler. I got to know him when I was in grad school. Now it was for my partner. My partner had him. I never had him. And so somebody sent me that. There was a quote that they had, and it was Ziegler's longer, and that was the last two sentences of the quote. And I read it, and I was like, man, this is pretty awesome, and that fits our brand. That's kind of what we're about. And so I think, though, at a larger standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, like a Jalen Ramsey or whatever the case may be, we are fans first.
Okay.
And I think that's what's helpful. I don't really say, come on down to Madison Social for a $3 Bud Light wing special to watch the Knowles play. That's not how we talk. We talk like a fan. I want to talk like, damn it, Malik Beasley left Florida State for basketball, but Bacon stayed. That's how we communicate, because I'm a fan first. I mean, at the end of the day, and I'm the one creating all that, by the way.
Okay.
So when you interact with Madison Social, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you're interacting with me.
Okay.
Which is, I know, weird. A lot of people think I'm like a 24-year-old female. But you're interacting with me, and I'm a fan first, man. I think that kind of genuine, or the authenticity that comes with that, is really, really important.
So you also have a new brunch menu with items such as the tater tots. I think it was
the hot toddies.
Yeah. How long did it take to kind of get that idea? Like, how much development?
Good question. Yeah. So what goes into that part?
Yeah.
So the new brunch menu launched in January. It was something we've been working on probably for 6 months-ish. We do a lot of specials sometimes to kind of use as not a way as a teaser, but more of a proof of concept. Will you like whatever it is that we're developing? Where those things come from, they're kind of trifold. The first, I would say, is number one, my partner lives in New York City, which is one of the leading culinary places. So he gets to see things from that point of view, and by the way, that's not always successful. We have to really balance that against Tallahassee. For example, we've done falafel specials. Those do terrible. That's got Tallahassee.
Not for fluff.
Not for fluff, right? Or at least not the one we made. But chicken and waffles, for example, something we have on our menu, was something that was 2 years ago. That was popular in New York City, I think 4 to 5 years ago. Chicken and waffles, and so he thought that it was like passe. You know, like why would we do chicken and waffles? That's so old. But it's not. It wasn't old school here in Tallahassee, particularly the way that he did them. So you got to balance New York City with here. Then we travel a lot. My partner and I travel and go to different cities, and when I say we like you sit down with us and we're kind of like, we'll order. There's no order in one entree. We're gonna order 4, and we're gonna try them. Eat a little bit from here, a little bit here, a little bit from here, and then finally, I think social media helps. We do a lot of listening. So I'll give you a perfect example. On the brunch menu, we were debating, do we do a French toast of the month or a pancake of the month? My whole timeline was people more or less talking about pancakes all the time, not French toast. So that was a strategic decision set by social media, by what our audience talks about. So exactly, and so that's where the pancake or the stack of the month came from. So those 3 things fuel a lot of our menu